Take mama, I bought bread for you. Eat and die. Those were the first chilling words that echoed in the quiet compound of Umudoro village, a place where time moved like slow water and every morning began with the scent of wet soil, wood smoke, and roasted plantain drifting from roadside stalls. Among the scattered mud houses near the river Oji stood a fading cream-painted hut, the home of Mama Ifani, the widow everyone loved. She loved church, helping people, and more than anything else, she loved bread. Because of that, the village kids often teased one another, saying, "Go and buy bread like Mama Ifani." She never minded. Bread reminded her of simpler joys, joys she clung to after life had taken too much from her. Her husband died when her only child, Ifani, was just 7. She raised him alone, farming their small backyard, working people's yam fields, washing clothes, and doing any labor she could find. She was poor, but soft-hearted. If someone was hungry, she would divide her last bread into 2. Ifani had grown up watching her struggle. She never said it, but she hoped, deeply, that he would one day break the chains of poverty around their home. One dusty Harmattan morning, a tinted SUV rolled into Umudoro. People peered curiously as the car parked near the old Iroko tree. Out stepped Chief Adigwe, a tall, rotund businessman known across Enugu for owning one of the biggest women's clothing warehouses in Oriora Market. When Mama Ifani heard the news, she rushed to tell her son. "My child," she panted, "Chief Adigwe is taking a boy to the city to learn business. Go now before someone else takes the chance." Ifani ran with her, his heart pounding. The chief inspected him slowly. "How old are you?" 17, sir." "Are you ready to work, truly work?" "Yes, sir." "You will serve me for 7 years. When you finish, I will settle you so you can open your own shop." 7 years felt like forever, but Ifani agreed. Anything was better than watching his mother suffer. That night, Mama called him into the kitchen and prayed over him with trembling hands. "My son, remember who you are. Do not steal. Do not chase what is not yours. Keep clean hands, and God will bless you." He hugged her. "Mama, I will make you proud." The next morning, he left with a small nylon bag, 2 shirts, a pair of trousers, and a Bible. Mama stood waving, her wrapper fluttering, tears flowing freely. Oriora Market hit him like thunder. Noise. Heat. Colors. Crowds. Chief Adigwe's warehouse was huge, metal doors, towering piles of curtains, and workers streaming in and out. Women came from Kano, Owerri, Ghana, and beyond to buy wholesale clothing. Ifani worked hard. He swept. Carried loads. Recorded sales. Arranged fabrics. Slept inside a tiny room behind the warehouse. By the 5th year, he was the most trusted apprentice. Customers asked for him by name. "That boy with sharp hands, where is he?" "Ifani, bring 30 pieces of that gown." He knew fabrics by touch, knew prices by heart, and managed customers like a professional. But as he watched millions pass through his master's hands each day, something dark started to grow inside him. One day, he dreamed he owned a warehouse 3 times larger than his master's. He woke up sweating. This life must change. He approached Chief Adigwe. "Sir, I have served diligently for 5 years. Please settle me now." The chief frowned. "We agreed on 7 years. Finish it." "But sir." No more discussion. Bitterness filled Ifani's heart. "If I don't help myself, nobody will," he murmured. 2 weeks later, the chief traveled to supervise his new building project in Aguinis town. Before leaving, he warned. "Do not open unnecessary curtains. Do not touch anything without record." Ifani nodded. "Yes, sir." But the moment the SUV disappeared, a new plan flooded his mind. "This is my chance." He secretly contacted retailers he knew. They came quietly. Bought goods worth 17 million naira. He locked the warehouse, packed his bag, and vanished into the city night. When Chief Adigui returned, he almost collapsed. Half the shelves were empty. No money recorded. Ifoni's number was unreachable. For 3 weeks, police searched everywhere. Nothing. The chief finally drove to Umudoru. Mama Ifoni was waiting behind her house. When she saw him, fear gripped her. "Sir, what happened? Is my son alive?" The chief sighed. "Mama, your son stole from me." She dropped her hoe. "He did what?" "He took goods worth 17 million naira and ran." "I won't arrest him. If he wants the money so badly, let it be his settlement. I am done." She fell to her knees weeping. Ifoni had moved to Iketon, rented a self-contained room, opened a women's clothing shop, bought flashy clothes, and became a regular in nightclubs. He changed hairstyles, drank expensive wines, and shouted "Do me. Do me," like a king. But the business was slow. Some weeks, he sold nothing. "This is not how it works," he grumbled. "Where is the money?" His savings vanished fast. Desperate, he approached Sammy Blaze, a notorious baller in the club. "Sammy, show me how you make money. I am ready to do anything." "Anything?" Sammy asked quietly. "Yes. Anything. Be careful. Some roads have no turning back." But Ifoni insisted. Saturday morning, they drove deep into the forest of Umuchizi, to a shrine where a man covered in white chalk marks sat on a stool. His name was Dibia Ofedaya. "What do you want?" the man asked. "Money," Ifoni said. "I want to be rich." "Who do you love most?" "My mother." "What is her favorite food?" "Bread." The Dibia smiled darkly. "Good. Buy bread for her. Wrap it in this cloth. Let it stay overnight. Tomorrow morning, take it to her. She must eat it before 6 p.m. If she does, wealth will follow you. If she doesn't, you will face the consequences." Ifoni swallowed hard but nodded. At dawn, he left for Umudoru with bread wrapped in the forbidden cloth. Meanwhile, Mama had gone to early morning mass. As she returned, she saw a madwoman eating rotten bread near the village refuse ground. The madwoman suddenly shouted, "Don't look at me. Your son is bringing bread for you today. You will eat it and join your ancestors." Mama staggered backward in fear. She reached home to find Ifoni waiting with gifts. "Mama," he hugged her. She asked quietly, "My son, why did you take your master's money?" "Mama, it was the devil. I regret everything." He handed her the bread. He waited for her to eat it. She didn't. 3 times he came back to pressure her. "Mama, eat. Please eat." She stared at him closely. "Why are you forcing me to eat this bread?" Her mind replayed the madwoman's words. Something was wrong. At 5 p.m., the bread was untouched. "Mama, why haven't you eaten?" "I am fasting until 6 p.m. The pastor announced it. Ifoni fell apart. At 5:58 he kneeled, crying uncontrollably. "Mama, please eat it even if it's small." She stepped back slowly and whispered, "Ifoni, what have you done?" When the clock struck 6, Ifoni screamed and ran into the kitchen. He grabbed the bread and began eating it violently. His eyes turned red. His hands shook. He collapsed, vomiting blood, mixed with bundles of cash. Neighbors ran in. "What is happening?" Within minutes, he was gone. The young men dug a shallow grave behind Mama's house. She insisted that all the vomited money be buried with him. "He brought it through evil," she said. "Let it go with him." There were no funeral songs. No rituals. No lamenting wails. Just silence. When the final sand covered the grave, Mama Ifeanyi stood alone. She had loved him, warned him, prayed for him. But a child who rejects wisdom walks willingly into darkness. Moral lesson. The road of greed looks fast, but it always leads to destruction. Patience may be slow, but clean hands will always reach their destination. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share and comment. Story More Africa Story. See you in my next story.